Welcome to the Home and Away podcast. Thank you for joining us for another episode. I am Caleb Lawrence, joined as always by my brother and co-host Jacob Cobby. How are we doing on this fine Sunday evening for you, morning for us here in the States?
I'm good, brother. Chilling. Just had a practice this morning. Got right. Now just chilling at the cribbo.
Had a little time off, right?
We had 3 days off last weekend because it was national team break. Romania played this week, and I think they played on Friday. They played against Luxembourg, took the L. They were up 23 points in the fourth quarter and lost to Luxembourg.
What?
Yeah, they choked it. They
Do
choked it
you
bad.
are any of your guys on the national team?
Nah, nah, nah. My guys wouldn't let that happen.
That's right. That's right. Put some respect on their names, actually.
Exactly. My
I
guys
can't believe
wouldn't
I
my
even
guys
I
wouldn't have
can't
allowed that to happen.
can't believe I even asked. That was kind of disrespectful in that way.
Up 23 in fourth quarter and losing is tough.
That's about as tough as it gets. Yeah, that's pretty I
And
don't want to
and
say.
they were at the crib. They played in Cluj here in Romania. So they got like a little home national team game. Like I want to say it was a pretty packed house.
That's kind of embarrassing, actually.
A little bit. I heard someone was telling me like I didn't watch the game, but like someone said they went back and watched the fourth quarter to see what happened. And like they're up 23, so they put some of like the younger kids in, like some like the 18, 19-year-old kids that were on the national team. And they
Mm,
started to like make a little bit of a comeback. Maybe it was like 15 or 17. Like they cut it down to like 15 or 17. And then with like 5 minutes left or something, the coach put in the starters. But like at that point, that they kind of had like some momentum. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
then like even when he put the starters back in, they just took off, I guess. And some dude was making crazy threes from Luxembourg. But
that's
I don't know. I didn't watch
crazy.
it. I didn't
That's
watch it.
crazy.
So
Damn. What else is up, brother? We've been it's been a couple weeks since we recorded, I know, since Super Bowl Sunday. So
hmm
I think we took 1 week off. Mom and dad were in town, so didn't really line up time wise for us to record. But what's been up in the last couple weeks with you?
not much, man. Just hooping and all that. We had the Romanian Cup. We lost in the final eight. We lost by six. We were missing three starters, and we gave them a good fight. It's probably one of the best teams in the league. Um, we already beat them once this year, but just couldn't quite get it done at the end. Missed a lot of free throws, missed a lot of threes. Um, got back to games this week. We play Wednesday at like 11 your time, I think, 7 here in
Okay.
Romania. Uh, so we need to bounce back. We need to win here. Because we know we lost our last game before the cup, and then we lost in the cup, and just need a win to get a little bit more momentum rolling in our direction. Get
Right.
that snowball rolling downhill, hopefully, and pick up a lot of wins here at the end and make that
Right.
playoff push.
Right. I hear you. Um, yeah, I mean, you guys have gone through some times where you looked really good, so I definitely feel like that's on the horizon for you. Kind of finish out strong and see what happens in the playoffs. Obviously,
Yeah,
um, it feels like in some of those leagues over there, like things end up chalk a lot of the times in the playoffs, but obviously you never know what could happen once you get into that playoff atmosphere.
yeah, definitely. It's different. Yeah, anything can happen. Like I know here in Moorish, they made back-to-back finals. I think like back in 14 or 15 or somewhere around there. I don't know. And I don't think they were like a top two seed or anything, but they made the finals and shook a lot of stuff up. And I don't know, maybe who knows? Maybe we could do something like that again here. We've got the support to do it for sure from the community and everything. And uh, I heard, I don't really think it's a rumor, but I think there was a news article or something. I couldn't really read it, but some of my teammates were telling me that they put like they're trying to pass some like grant to get like 9 million euros to like improve our gym, which is much needed. So
Really?
like basically the gym would get like I would assume with 9 million, like it's gonna be like a whole complete facelift. And that would be much needed, and that would be nice, especially with all the community support we're getting lately and everything. And
Right.
but yeah, we'll see if that happens, if that comes to fruition in the next couple of years. Hopefully it
That
does
would
for
be
these
sick.
guys that are coming up, especially we've got some good young talent here, and hopefully something like that and continued funding could help keep guys here, instead of like going to a bigger club or something. Like we
Right.
got a kid right now, uh, Nistor. Like he started at point guard for us a couple games. He's 19 years old, and they were writing some articles about him, on like some Romanian basketball sites and everything, kind of hyping him up. And he had like a 17-point game against Cluj, who's in Euro Cup and is the best team in the league for the past 4 years. And just like for guys like that, and like my boy Moody, he's 19, 20, starting to figure it out a little bit, super athletic, and they got like the next generation for sure. And I think a lot of it's because of those like these guys that are on our team now. We got like some 37-year-old like older guys that were here whenever they had that for those finals runs. And then we have these kids, and it's funny because sometimes they'll pull up pictures of them as kids, as fans coming to the games, and like
Right.
picture with the
That's
dudes that are
sick.
on the team now. So it's like, that kind of has propelled the next generation, I hope, here in
That's funny.
Moodish, because I do like the city a lot. They show a lot of love. So
Yeah.
it's
That's cool.
hopefully it'd be the next thing. But what you been up to this past 2 weeks, man?
I'm trying to actually I'm trying to get into a good golf routine actually. The weather's been good enough to golf out here. And like the hardest thing for me to juggle is like taking the time because basically anytime I golf, it's in my mind taking time from time that I could spend with Melissa and Karsten. Um, but like mentally, I feel really good when I golf. Physically, I feel really good when I golf because I usually walk when I play. Especially since I've gotten here, like I try to walk most of the time. So, like it's just really good for me. And so like figured a couple like days I could leave early from work to go to where Karsten was still at daycare or whatever. And then I still got home at like work time. And then yesterday I played 9 holes. I was like the second group off, so I got off at like 8:45. And I was home by like 10:30. So it was perfect because Carson had only been up for like an hour and a half by then. Couple hours because sometimes on the weekends he sleeps in a little bit, but not really. But if I can get off early, then I don't feel like I miss too much and play 9 holes and then get home, which we're kind of trying to find the routine with that, and it's been good. I've been playing pretty well. Um, Shooting right around like I played 18 once and then two 9 hole sessions in the last like week and a half, and kind of averaging right around like 45 for the 9 holes. So right around that 90 mark, which would be dope. If I could stay there for the entire year and drop down into like the mid 80s here and there. In a perfect world, I break 81 time this year, but that's pretty far off. I'd have to cut like 10 strokes, and I don't know that that's necessarily in the cards right away. But the big focus for me, man, is
Gotta
golf.
get that.
Trying to
Gotta
be
get rid of them three putts, right?
the three putts are tough and double bogeys, man. I had too many double bogeys. Um, so just kind of I almost had one yesterday where I was like, well, let's try this shot. And I was like, why are we and then I did it and I ended up in a bad spot. I ended up behind a tree. And then doubled it. Whereas if I would have just punched out, I probably would have bogeyed and just saved myself a stroke there. But, live and learn. Sometimes you gotta try some stuff. But yeah,
You
man,
usually
just trying to
playing
play
with like
golf.
some randoms,
What?
or have you been playing with
So
like some randoms or?
yesterday I got kind of lucky. I was they had a frost delay, so my tea time was at 8:33, um, and they had a frost delay, so they didn't have first tee times until 9 or 8:45. It ended up being, but they were telling people 9, but I was down there at like 8:45, just like on the putting practice screen waiting. It was right by the starter, and this first group went off, and I was like, all right, like my name's Caleb, like I went to 8:33. He's like, "Oh, you have two people with you. Are you like, do you know them?" And I was like, "No, I'm a single, so I'm just with whoever." And he was like, "Oh, you can go catch up to those guys if you want." And I was like, "Bet." And as soon as I got off the first tee, I was like, "I'm not catching them, bro. I'm playing by myself this whole
Yeah, for sure.
time."
You're just gonna be in between them two groups the whole time.
Yep. Yep. And like
Smart
the next
man.
group, I kind of kept an eye on the next group because if they were,
Do you feel
if
weird
like
if you're walking? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it
you
just hit
good.
me now, and I don't want to forget to ask you. Do you feel weird if you're walking and like the other people though are like in a cart, like the other two are in a cart?
So yes, yes and no. So luckily, the times that I've played with random so far, the first time there was three of us and all three were walking, so it was great. Like it was perfect. Um, the last time, there was four people, two people were in their own cart and two of us were walking, so it was fine. And then, um, but then on the back, like they were only playing nine. Two of the guys were only playing nine, and then so it was just me and the other guy for the back, and he was in a cart, and he was like, "You want to just hop in for the back?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's fine," because I didn't want to like
Yeah,
have one person in a cart and me walking,
that's just
especially
weird.
because it was like late in the day also, so we were just trying to finish before the sun got up, and like you can definitely play faster in a cart, like because you can just zoom up to this ball and like hit it and go. But I played way worse on the back though, I will say that. Um, I think I don't know, like it's too nerdy almost, but like I think I focus on like the next shot more and like disconnect better whenever I'm walking. Like I actually just get up there, get in a routine, hit it, and then like walk, and I'm just I don't know, just hanging out and walking. I like playing with other people that walk. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, I kind of just get the vibe. Sometimes when I like check in, I'll ask I'll ask the front desk if the people I'm playing with are walking or riding, and if they're riding, if everybody else is riding, I'll ride because like it doesn't really slow pace of play, especially on a public course because you're waiting for people on every hole anyway. But like
Hmm.
I just don't want anyone to ever feel like they're waiting for me. So you know,
And sometimes if it's like a group of four, while those other three are hitting the ball, you could be walking up to your ball like,
right? That's what I do. Like in a cart, a lot of times if you're like if somebody's hitting, like you just sit there and wait till they hit and then you drive up. But like I mean, if I'm hit it, if I hit it farther than somebody else and I'm walking, like I'm walking all the way up to at least like even with my ball, even if I'm staying like out of the way. So
uh-huh,
then by the time they hit, like I'm ready to go, and like I don't know, you can
it's
maneuver
really
a
not
little
that
bit
bad.
better. And like you get when you get up to the tee box, like I mean, you walk right up to the tee box or like walking past the green. You don't like got to figure out where to park. You just walk up to the green. So that part's nice, but it just kind of depends. Some of the like one of the courses I played, the course it's like the holes were really walkable, but like the some of them had like big distances or bigger distances between holes, and that's when it's like, oh frick, bro, like it just feels like a long walk for no reason.
Yeah,
Yeah, but walking is cool. If you never walked golfing, like I would definitely suggest it. It's like it's definitely a different experience. And it's I don't know. I think even when you ride, in some ways, golf is like some exercise, like you're swinging and moving and like whatever, but um, you definitely feel a lot more of that when you're walking, which is cool. Especially like I've been struggling to find a good workout routine, so just being active. I told Melissa yesterday, like if I'm out and I'm walking when I play, I feel like I want to work out more afterwards because like I feel like it's gonna help my golf game. Plus, I don't know, just feels like it makes me want to work out.
yeah, and walking's good exercise. So my boy's wilding.
Yeah. He wants to come click clack, he calls it when he hits the computer keys.
He's tripping.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, little bro. Bro, I was like looking at through some old photos today, and I saw like the photos of like the last time I think I saw him was whenever you guys were in Bethalto. We went to that Cardinals game and it got rained out and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Buddy has gotten so much bigger and like so much hair and stuff since then. It's really OD.
It's crazy, bro. Like he's gonna be so much different than the last time you saw him just walking around and
Exactly, bro.
like
He
kind of
couldn't even
talking
like
and
talk.
stuff.
Yeah, he couldn't
Yeah.
even like talk at all. All he could say was like
Yeah.
Dada and Mama, I think.
Yeah. Now he's like running around always and
Yeah, he
um
couldn't. He couldn't walk. Damn, I forgot he
yeah.
couldn't walk. He could only crawl.
That
Dang,
boy's
that's crazy, bro.
that boy's mobile now. What do you think? We were talking about it the other day when Riley was here. What do you think which one do you think you'll navigate or kind of go towards when you first get back and we have another newborn and we have the toddler?
I don't know. I mean, both. I probably got to go see the newbie a little bit just to see what he talking about. You know what I mean? Like see what bro thinking.
Yeah,
And
we felt like
then
you would lean towards the older one because you could like play with him.
I mean, yeah, obviously I'm gonna play with Jit though too, but they both gonna get love for sure.
Yeah, obviously, but we just felt like you would like we feel more comfortable with the older one because it's not so fragile.
I mean, yeah, true, but like you want to meet the one you ain't never met before at the same time.
True. I mean, they live at the same place, bro. You gonna meet them both?
I mean, I've met bro before though. Like it ain't my first time talking to him dinner every week on FaceTime.
Yeah,
Now
that's
he
true.
actually, I feel like though he probably just say whoever pop up on the computer screen is Cobb.
I don't know though. He came over and looked and then said Cobb after he heard you talking.
I wonder if he'll like remember me though in person.
I don't know. I feel like he's not gonna realize that you are as tall as you are when you get here though.
Yeah, he probably forgot. He'll probably get
He's
scared
probably
or
gonna be like,
something.
"Oh my goodness, that dude is huge."
Probably, yeah. But you're pretty big though too, so
True.
not like that much bigger than you as I would be like someone if like his pops was like 5'10" or something, like
That's true. Yeah, that's true. What do you want to dive into? You ready for some cool, not cool
yeah,
stuff, or
I'm ready
you
to
got more
dive into
psycho
this. I
trauma?
think the cool not cool stuff is probably gonna take up majority of the time. One thing I wanted to mention was I'm not really into Saturday Night Live, and I don't think you are either. But
No.
like when it's like somebody that I like, I look up some of the clips of the skits and stuff. And I don't know if you know him, but he's like a big comedian right now, Shane Gillis. I know you're not maybe huge into
Yeah,
the comedy stuff.
he's fun. He's funny, bro. I
Yeah,
like him
he's
a
funny
lot.
as hell. And how crazy is that? It's kind of a cool circumstance, I guess, at the same time, but kind of weird. But like, how crazy is that he got hired by SNL like 2 years ago or something? And before, I think it was before he even appeared on the show, there was like a writing about him where he used like an offensive accent or something. And he immediately got fired, like never appeared on the show. And now he's become like way more popular, like one of the most popular comedians in the world. And they're like, yeah, how about you come back and host now?
Ah, that's
Like,
crazy.
could
He's
you imagine getting hired for a job, immediately fired before you can even do that job, and then getting like basically rehired 2 years later to be bigger than what you were like he was
right.
supposed to be a cast member, and now you're the host. Like,
Now you're the host. Yeah, that's I mean it's insane. He's really funny though. I personally feel and some may feel different, but like I feel like he toes the line like perfectly.
yeah.
Uh of
I like
like
I feel like dad would low key like the Down syndrome, like Special Olympics jokes
I
because
feel
I
like
feel
he would
like
too.
the way he says it and stuff, the way he talks about it is like exactly how I feel like dad said like the kids would act, like how they're always just like happy as hell and like
Right.
he's like he's like
The one
he's like
about
you know what
the
he's
grilled
like
cheese sandwiches.
yeah, Danny, Uncle Danny or whatever. And then
Yeah.
he also said like he's done the joke before, but then he did it in the monologue last night. He's like, when you hear about somebody with Down syndrome, people be like, like like it's a bad thing.
Right.
He's like they're living better than most of us. Like they're happier than
Right.
all of
They're
us. Like
doing
mom's
great.
yeah.
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 But
Oh
nah,
man.
he
He
does
is
toe the
funny.
line well.
I listened to his I forget what road trip we were doing, but Melissa and I were driving back from somewhere, and I listened to his like whole Netflix stand up during it, and I was dying laughing.
Bro, his YouTube one is what you gotta listen to. It's hilarious, bro. He's got a YouTube special.
Really?
Forget what it's called. And it was like right after he got canceled, like nobody wanted to take his special or whatever. So he just released one on YouTube. Bro. It's like in
So
live in
funny.
Austin, maybe Shane Gillis in Austin or something. I can't
Yeah.
remember. Something like that. It's hilarious. And it was like right around the Trump period. It was like a lot of good jokes, bro.
Bro, he be
He's talking
talking
about
about
like Fox News dads and stuff.
he be talking about like he's like unfortunately I have early onset Republican or whatever. He's like I don't like
Uh,
it, but
but nah, I just thought that was crazy. Like, think about how down bad he probably was when he got canceled and all that. And I was like,
right.
they asked him to
So
host. Like
such a
when
full
he got
circle
that
moment.
when you get that phone call, you got to just like low key probably laugh in their person's face at first, and they'll be like, "Wait, are you serious? Like you really want me to come
Right.
host? Like y'all fired me. You remember that, right?"
Right, exactly.
But all right, we can get into cool, not cool.
Huh.
All right. So first topic I want to talk about was So, do we think it's cool or not cool to storm the court or the field in college sports?
I uh I think I've actually changed my view on this because I was always very much on the cool. Like I thought
Hmm.
court stormings and field stormings were cool. Um, I thought that I like it was usually done for the right reasons at the right time. Like fans used to have an idea, have some feel about what what validated a court storming and what didn't. Now I think it's super corny. I don't like it. I don't think it's cool anymore. Like people storm the court for everything. It'll
Yeah,
be like a it'll be like a ranked on ranked matchup and people will storm the court. Like,
yeah.
what are we
It's
doing
gotten
here?
overdone a little bit
It's
almost.
so overdone. It's so overdone and there's just too many it's a we can't have nice things type deal. Similar to the like waste management golf tournament this year where it just like ran amok. It was just too much. Um, and like it used to be on 16 and it was great. Like it was the perfect golf tournament for those who like aren't really golf fans but kind of want to be in that environment and party and whatever to then just turn into absolute mass mayhem and having to like close beer say or alcohol sales and kick
Yeah,
people out
so
and yeah,
and it
it was
must have
just
rained there or something because people were like
yeah,
falling in mud and sliding around.
yeah, they had a very abnormal amount of rain. But now it's just not cool. It's like people are seemingly like looking to interact with the opposing players as opposed to just like storming the court
Yeah.
and celebrating with their team or their and I don't know. It's gotten to a point where it's stupid.
Yeah, I think the court storming became like overdone the last couple years. Like you said, like ranked on ranked matchups, or like it could just be a rivalry game and both teams are good or both teams are bad and they'll just storm the court.
Right.
Whereas like I feel like it used to be like it was an unranked team and it was like playing against a top five school and they beat them.
Right. Right.
Or like maybe if they're not unranked, it could be like 25 going up against like number one or something. And it's like a crazy game, buzzer beater, and everybody just
Right.
like emotions get so high that they like spill over and everybody storm the court like buzzer beater, like crazy moment.
Right.
Because like I think wasn't like Oladipo they beat Kentucky when they were number one, and I want to say they might have been ranked though too, and they stormed the court in a assembly hall.
Was that when
But like
Oladipo was
was
there?
it Oladipo or who was it? Who? Because someone made a shot. Was it him?
That was
No,
Christian Watford.
that's who it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was,
Yeah.
but I just
He
remember
made like
like,
a three at the buzzer
and
to
that's
beat
like,
him.
and I think Indiana was still good though. Then maybe like they were probably ranked, but like something like that. That's because I was just thinking of like buzzer beaters when they stormed the court. Like that's kind of like
Right.
a moment where it's like everybody just like, oh shoot, that just happened. Let's like everybody just want to
Right.
run, and that's
Right.
different. But like, is Duke even like that great this year?
I mean, I think they were ranked eighth, so they're a top 10 team. Yeah,
But what about Wake Forest? Are they bad?
not bad, but I don't think they were ranked. Let me go look.
But I think the court storming can be cool in circumstances, but for a lot of times for the opposing players, it's not a cool experience, I don't think. Because like you said, it seems like more and more kids are like seeking out like the opposing players and like I've seen like multiple times where it's like a court storming and they're like talking shit on like the
Right.
camera, like on their phone, like in an opposing
Right.
player's face. And I'm like, yeah, that's some like weirdo stuff. Like just go and like try and find the players or something and like on your team, and like enjoy. Like if you want to have your camera out, you should be like trying to find like the star player on the team. Be like, I'm with
Right.
whoever, bro. Like
Exactly.
it's lit. Yeah.
Not looking to
Like
try and talk shit to
not looking
somebody
to
that
try
you
and
didn't
just
even
talk
play
trash,
against.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
because then I remember there was like a time when some football guy like smacked somebody or something because of that, and
Yeah.
then he got in trouble for it. And I'm like, they want to come get my face, I might smack him too. Like, get up out of my face. I don't know. Like, it's just wild stuff. And then like the interactions have been crazy. Um, but I brought that up because of the Duke thing and is it Filipowski? How do you say his name?
Kyle
The big fella.
Filipowski. Yeah.
So that has happened this year. And then another instance was the Caitlin Clark incident whenever Ohio State beat Iowa.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to I think there's a lot to take in there because it's bad every way you look at it. But at some point, I would say it looked a little bit like this Filipowski dude, like was looking to push Buddy and
Yeah.
maybe took a little bit of a long stride to get in his way a little bit. And it's just like, I understand that the players are mad that lost, and like they're probably mad that they're storming the court. Like I would be too. I'd be like, these MFs want to storm the court on me. Like, come on now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like they gotta not like they gotta keep that in check because it ain't always sweet. You might end up injured, like bro last night. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like he probably big as hell, thinking I'm gonna just body this dude. Boom, get hit wrong in the leg, twist his ankle, whatever. So I don't know. I don't know if he was in the wrong necessarily. I'm not saying he is because like a lot of people was running at him and maybe he just like saw Buddy last second and just like reaction, boom, hit him, you know? But
Yeah.
but I don't know. How do you feel
I
about that situation?
so looking at it back, I think the only thing that I'm with you. Like it definitely he looks like he was trying to hit somebody, and then he got kind of hit harder than he expected. Um,
Yeah,
the only thing I'll say is like it's the only thing that makes it a little harder is it's in slow mo, and I think everything in slow motion looks like way worse.
definitely.
Cause like you said,
That's
it
why
could
I
have
said
been
I
like
don't know.
a
That's why I said I'm not like trying to put a bunch of blame on him or the kid even that's running on the court, maybe
right,
because it didn't really look like the kid that was running on the court was seeking him out. There was a
right.
kid after like that kid got
Who
hit, he kind of
pushed
got
him?
pushed in the
Yeah,
back. And that almost
yeah,
looked like though that kid was reacting like maybe that was his homeboy, like, bro, why'd you push my homeboy? Like push him. You know what I mean? Like almost like a
right,
retaliation.
yeah,
But he ain't push him
uh,
hard enough. He hit him with like one hand, like barely
yeah,
shoved him. But still
yeah.
though.
But the slow motion definitely. I mean, he went to push him for sure. The trip almost feels like a bit of a stretch for me, but who
Yeah,
knows? There's just some white Duke players have some history of tripping, so
true.
people are gonna try and connect the dots there, regardless. But he definitely tried to push him, and then got more than he bargained for. It looks like. Could have been a split second thing where he kind of glanced up and felt like that was the way to like make sure he didn't get hit, but it definitely made it worse for him. Like the way he did it, he got hammered harder. Uh,
Definitely.
I think regardless of who it is, obviously I am a Duke fan, so I don't want Kyle Filipowski to get hurt, but at the same time, like even if it was like R.J. Davis at North Carolina, you would want to see a top player at any
I mean, for the
school like
player
hurt.
safety, any either way, it's not safe and it's not cool for the fans to be rushing like that
Right,
because that's a lot of people coming in at full speed.
right. And like you just don't want to. I mean, he's probably gonna end up being fine. Like, but imagine if somebody were to actually get hurt and like potentially miss time or miss the entire
Mm-hmm.
rest of the season from that. That's where it's just like I feel like there used to be a code of ethics almost to rushing the field. Like
It used to almost be like the coaches would like immediately get their players like off the court or at least to like
right,
the sideline to where it's like when they're running on here, they're like all the way on the side, kind of like skirting
right,
around the
yeah.
corner
Like
and
they
getting
blocked
straight
it.
into the
I feel
tunnel.
like they used to block off like the players better,
Yeah, like
but
all
I
the
don't.
security would kind of surround the opposing team, like let
Yeah,
them rock. I don't know. At
yeah.
least that's how I felt like it was in my mind. Like I don't remember seeing as many videos of like one player standing here and 20 million people. It looks like
Yeah.
are just
I
running
think the
around them.
only different, I mean, the one difference with this is it was a close game, so it wasn't like they had time to prep for it. I think it was a 4 point
Mm-hmm.
game. So I don't know, but I mean, you used to see things where even if it was like the game was already over, it wasn't gonna happen to where like maybe it was a 6, 7 point game or something. Like they would sub out their like star players or their starters just to make sure they were on the sidelines and nothing like this happened. But you can't always prevent that. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gotten
it's
too
tough.
much, I think, which I almost don't like myself for saying that because I was always like a hated when people did like the no fun stuff. But now it's like it's not even fun anymore. It's just people are being stupid.
Yeah. I mean, it feels awesome, I think, if you're the player on the other
Yeah,
team and like
right,
everybody's there. I think it probably feels awesome. And like maybe as a student, like feeling like you're a part of like that win and stuff a little
right.
bit more. But like you said, it's become too often, it feels like, and like too recent. And like too little of an upset to like really justify it at times. Um, but yeah, and then I was also gonna mention, do you think the NCAA or the conferences can really do anything about it? Because I know most conferences, if not all of them, have a fine in place for the university and like have banned storming the court or storming the
Right.
field. But I know that they do it anyway, and then like the university just gets hit with a fine, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a way to actually prevent it from happening.
Because like you've
Um,
seen even sometimes where there's like they'll put a ton of security in front of the student section, but like once that line breaks, that line breaks. It's too many kids, and you got even if you got 10
right.
security officers there, like you're gonna have like 1,000 kids, like 10 people gonna stop them from storming on the court just by telling them, "Hey guys, don't do that." You think college kids are gonna listen? I don't really, I don't really think
No, they're not gonna
they're
listen.
gonna
College
listen.
kids aren't gonna listen. There's no way to really stop it. I think you just gotta like, I think it should make sense. I think they need to just figure out the timing that it makes sense more. Like, stop
Yeah,
resting the court or the field for times that don't need it. Be smart about doing it, and then it's fine.
I agree. Next thing, cool, not cool. What Fanatics and Nike have done to the MLB jerseys?
Not cool, bro.
Definitely not
Um,
cool, man.
when I first like the first time I saw it on my feed, I was like, man, like I feel like people are gonna over exaggerate. Like I think it's probably not gonna end up being that bad, and like people are just making a big deal. No, it's terrible. It's just so bad. Like
Yeah, like people were
the
making a
number,
really big deal out of like the nameplates. And at
yeah,
first I was like, okay, maybe they aren't as bad like whenever they put them on because there was only like pictures of the jerseys hung up in the
right,
locker rooms.
right. They
And
are
then
that bad though.
I saw it, yeah, and it just looks weird. It looks like too small. The names on the back like look
Yep.
too small. And then the
See through,
pants,
baby.
man.
See through.
Sex appeal.
I
Just trying to
saw
get a little sex appeal, brother.
I saw a picture on Twitter that was it was Bryce Harper posing for the body issue, where
Uh-huh.
they'd be like naked or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, and it was like Bryce Harper debuting the new Phillies uniforms for 2024. I was like, oh shit. That's funny.
I
But
heard
yeah,
people
they're
talking
bad,
about
bro.
like, you know, but people always say like Vladdy got them cakes or whatever, like Vladdy Jr. And they say like imagine him in them new. I'm like, y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all are absolute
Oh.
wild and y'all are wild and bro.
Yeah, the pants are tough.
And then the Giants dude, man, the spread legs.
They got to do something about it, bro.
They said it
They're
was two
bad.
balls. No, they said it was two balls, no strikes in that photo. Yeah.
Oh, they got to do something about the jerseys.
And
They're
then,
bad.
you know what I was also thinking of though is how many times are we going to see pants like ripping and stuff like on slides? Because if you remember, like it's happened like a lot before in the past, even when the jerseys were assumingly like better quality with like Majestic
Right.
and when Nike was actually making them, and people would still sometimes like sliding a couple like
Right.
slide the wrong way, and the pants would rip. So like I feel like we might end up seeing that a lot more often now.
Yeah, I think that's definitely possible. They're very thin, it seems. So like
Yeah,
looking at knees area and like the hip butt area where you slide, I think you're probably gonna see more of it for sure.
definitely. And Nike's catching a lot of heat. They leased that logo to Fanatics, and Michael Rubin drug that logo through the mud, brother. You need to quit
Dude,
worrying about them. You need to quit worrying about them white parties and start freaking worrying about how
it's
your quality of
bad,
your
bro.
materials there.
They're bad.
Um, and then also I was gonna mention like I'm wondering what this will mean for like the new City Connects that are coming out this year and the designs. I mean, I'm sure it'll still be Nike coming up with the designs. I hope they just like because the City Connects are like a cool idea, but I feel like they have to be executed properly on the uniform because some of them are
Yeah.
kind of out there.
Yep.
So I'm thinking like, okay, if you take these kind of tough out there designs now and you have a poorly manufactured, like kind of crappy material looking uniform, like those are gonna look like those could look really bad.
Yeah, I mean, for me, what it probably means is that I won't be purchasing a Cardinal City Connect uniform like I originally
Yeah,
planned on doing,
same.
because it's gonna be the most likely the trash type of jersey. So I just won't be purchasing that like I originally expected. But that's I doubt they end up looking. I don't know. I
I
think
hope
the
they look
designs
good.
them. I think the designs themselves will be good because like there haven't been aside from like the Dodgers all blues, which I thought were like boring and
But
not
I think
great.
that's honestly why the Dodgers are getting a second is because like those got so much backlash because they were garbage.
Right. But like there haven't been that many bad ones. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, not that I can think of.
they're bad. I think a lot of people think they're bad in a sense of like a traditional baseball uniform. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
people are
because they're
like
kind
these
of
are
like,
slow pitch softball
yeah,
jerseys.
that's exactly
And
what I was
like
gonna say.
I think that's kind of the point of some of them though. Like they're City Connect uniforms. Like they're not supposed to be your traditional baseball uniforms. Otherwise, like the Cardinals would never get one. You know what I'm saying? Because the Cardinals have like some of the most traditional jerseys in baseball.
Yeah,
Like you're not gonna get a City Connect that's also traditional. Like what's the point of doing that?
I
So I
think
think
I've
that's the
liked how a lot of teams have been taking the City Connect, and if they have like colored pants that go with them, a lot of times, okay, maybe they'll wear the colored pants a couple games, but then like later in the season, it seems like they'll start going to wearing like their normal white pants
yeah.
with a
The
jersey
the
top. Like,
Diamondbacks did that. Yeah, and it looks great. The
and I think
Diamondbacks like
the
gold top with the white pants looks sick.
I think the Rockies maybe have been doing that some too with that like green because they had like green
Oh,
pants to go with
yeah.
that, and instead
Yeah, the
they've just been
green
wearing the
pants were
all
too
white.
much a bit. Yeah, the
Yeah,
green
and they said
pants
they've
are
been
like
wearing
a
like the
bit
all
too
white
much.
pants with the purple pin or the purple stripe down the side.
Yeah. See, that's where it's like it looks great. You do a combination of the classic with the new, it generally looks really good. Um, but I don't know, then at the same time, like the White Sox and the All Blacks is so sick.
But
Like,
I don't even think those would look that good with white paint. They wouldn't look right because it's the pinstripes.
yeah, the pinstripes, it wouldn't look
Pinstripes got to
right.
match.
Yeah. Now, like I'm trying to think of what else. The Diamondbacks one with the I think it looks fine with the like goldish tan pants, but I really like it with the white pants. I think it looks
Yeah,
better that way.
they got one of the best ones too, man. Those are
Yeah.
nice.
And the Marlins, bro. The Marlins one's OD.
And the Marlins look good because they also have white pants. I think with that,
Yeah. It
but
looks more
like,
like a throwback jersey almost, which is what it was supposed to, but
yeah, those are dope. Moving on. Cool, not cool. I don't know if you saw the Hornets and the Warriors had a little scuffle. Um, Scoring in the last seconds instead of taking the shot clock violation when it's like a 2 second differential in the shot clock in the game clock. Is it cool or not cool to just take a shot, even if they're kind of giving up, like the defense? Or would you rather the team dribble it out and just take a shot clock violation? Because I feel strongly about it as a player. But I'll let you answer first, and then I'll give you my side of
interesting.
the
I want to
story.
know. I wonder what way you look. I think I think I tend to lean more. I don't know if it's like full giving up. Oh man. I don't know. I think it's weird to turn the ball over on purpose. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I think that's weird. So like I guess I would lean not cool on taking the turnover, like and fine with fine with taking the shot. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. It's play the game out.
I
I don't
mean,
if there's no time if there's no shot clock, then yeah, just run it out. But to me, it's weird when they take a turnover and then they have to throw the ball in and like all that just was weird to me. I don't like it that much.
as a player, I very strongly think that if there's differential on the shot clock and game clock, you should take the shot and avoid the shot clock violation. Because why would we just turn the ball over for no reason? One, and then two, even if I'm on defense, if they lay it up and we could just take it out real quick and throw it in, run out the last 3 seconds, I almost rather do that than wait for the ref to blow his whistle, do an official
Right.
out of bounds, throw it back in, and then run the clock out. Like, bro, if I lost, I'm pissed enough already. We already lost. What's 2 points? Like, just score it. Let me take this shit out and throw it in, and let's rock. Let's go home. And
Right. It's like
it
takes
like
longer the other way.
over here, it's a very different thing because point differentials matter and stuff. And like all the European games, you see they play till the last second, even if they're up. Like we could
Right.
be up a lot. I mean, there's every once in a while where we just dribble it out because it might be like it was a tough game anyway, and we're just like sitting there. Or if we're down and say we beat them by 10 or something the game before, but we're down 8, we might just dribble it out at the last one because we want that point differential. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're not trying to score or anything. Uh, and it's just like a different culture over here with that. Like it's played to the last second. Like nobody ever gets mad. Nobody cares.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I think if it's differential on the shot clock, bro, even in the NBA, shoot that thing. So I mean, that's going to get us out of here faster. And like Grant Williams, of course, was in the middle of everything, bro. Like, man, this guy always seems
Wow.
like he's trying to fight somebody.
Wow.
He always trying to scrap somebody, man. Hey, I mean,
Wow.
I guess if you're his teammate, you probably respect it. You feel like he always got your back, but he just always seemed like he trying to scrap somebody, man. And I think I saw he got some pictures leaked recently, man, on Snap. He was down bad this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. Somebody leaked his picture saying he was down bad. It was like a picture of him, bro. It wasn't like fully naked or anything. It was like censored, but yeah, bro, he was tripping.
So
Like
my
this
boy's
dude
had
is
a tough
down.
week. Maybe you hold off on him. He's had a
I
tough
always
week.
had a tough week, man. I think maybe that was also feeding
Right.
into his aggression a
Right.
little bit.
Maybe we just hold off on the guy. He's had a tough week.
But then did you think it was cool or not cool? Lastly, the Blue Jays fantasy football punishment. I don't know if you saw it.
That was so cool, bro. Like
Yeah,
what a because when you have professional athletes, like obviously there's a big discrepancy between some of the payroll stuff, like but what a like cool way to make it fun and like have a punishment that's not just like this dude owes you like 10 grand for like potentially other rich people, like where that's
yeah. I'm sure they
uh,
had bread on the line, but
I mean, I'm sure they did, but like that's a funny punishment that
that's not
like
harmful or anything. Like
yeah,
it's like good,
it
clean
was
fun.
so good, bro. And he seemed like he was having a good time with it. Like such a great. I
Yeah,
was all in on that. That was so cool. And how they had his
yeah.
record on the back of his jersey.
Bro, that should be like their punishment every year going forward. Is like
Absolutely
you
should.
got to be the
That was
bat
perfect.
boy for the spring training game, and you got to have the record on the back of the jersey. The only
Yeah,
thing I
that
was
was so
thinking about
perfect.
is, um, like imagine it's like summer or it's like football season, and then like someone gets traded in the off season or like leaves the team in the off season, but they're still in the fantasy. But like how would they have
What do
orchestrated that? I
they have
wonder.
to do it with their new team? That'd be
imagine,
sick.
imagine like they pull up to the new team, hit the equipment guy, like, yeah, I need a 4 and 10
Hey, sorry,
Lawrence
man. I
jersey.
actually am not available to play today. I got to be the bad boy.
I'd be the bat boy. Bro, imagine telling
Oh,
your manager, like, yeah, I gotta be bat boy today, brother.
oh,
Sorry.
that's so good.
But no, I loved it, man. I thought that was one of the best like fantasy football punishments I've seen in a long time. It was funny. And they got a lot of
Oh,
traction on Twitter and everything.
yeah, it was great. It was great. Perfect execution. They did a great job with it.
But all right. Heading over to Kick's Corner. Do you want to start us off with your thoughts on this first thing on the list?
Trash.
Yeah, pretty
Trash.
trash, bro.
The Trump sneakers, bro. Trash.
If you see anybody wearing the Trump signature shoes, bro, you gotta ask them where they were January 6th.
It should be on site. um, bro, did you see? Full disclosure, it may have been fake. I think I saw it on Twitter or something. I'm pretty sure I saw there was like a Fox News um thing where they were like, "This is a huge step in Trump getting the black support for vote. They love sneakers." I was like, "Oh
I saw
my
that. It
god,
looked real.
what are we?"
But I think it was real, but I don't know. I don't know, but
I
I
was like,
thought
"What
it
are
was
we
real.
talking about, bro?"
I think it was real. Like people really gonna look at those are like, yeah, them are hard. I need them Trump ones, bro. Nobody
If
bet.
somebody is looking at those and like, "Yeah, I need those Trump ones," they got a problem. They got a problem.
Yeah, bro. Trump releases signature shoes was not on my bingo card or whatever for 2024.
No, no. They bro, did you see the Complex sneaker show was supposed to be off this week. They did an emergency pod just to address it.
Just to talk about it, huh?
Yeah. That shit was wicked,
I
bro.
almost forgot to put it on there, and I asked Riley. I was like, "Is there anything I should put on here?" And she's like, "The Trump sneakers." I was like, "Oh shoot, I forgot about those. I got to put those on
Yeah. The
here." And then
Trumps. Oh,
um, I watched this morning like some of the clips from Shane Gillis's SNL, like I said, and they did a skit on the Trump sneakers, bro. You got to go. Whoever's
yeah,
whoever's here, you all got to go
I
watch
might
it
have to go watch his
because
whole episode. I
they
really
made
like
fun
him.
of
I would have watched it.
they made fun of Trump and they made fun of Biden a little bit in the same sketch. So like it was good. Like I think it would be good for for both parties
That's
to
so
watch
funny.
that, but it was really funny.
That's good.
Next thing is though, the book one officially finally had its release. I think over All Star Weekend maybe, and I think they were pretty fairly limited, but a lot of people were kind of trashing them up to it. It was like super mixed reviews, but then I'm pretty sure they sold out in like 10 minutes or something. Like I saw they sold out really quick when they released. And so it's like, okay, talked a lot of trash, but obviously they're gonna sell. And like we've been giving them love all year on here. And then now I finally got to see more pictures, of them like on regular people's feet, not just on him hooping in the league. And I've seen some people like throwing on some fits with them, off court, styling them and stuff. And man, that's got to be like the most off-court wearable sneaker in basketball sneaker in like a long time
For sure. I agree.
because they actually look really clean, bro. Like they look clean off the court.
I like them a lot. They definitely have off-court wearability. And yeah, I don't really get the hate. I would like to try them and like see what they feel like, but they're cool. I
Yeah.
like them a lot. Some people were like some people were hating that they did like some of the PEs that were like old Jordan colorways and stuff. I thought that was cool. Like
Hmm.
he's a big sneakerhead and like loves the history of that stuff. So it was weird that they were hating on him having sneakers that like paid homage to like sneakers he loved and stuff. That was weird to me, but I think they're sweet, and I think they'll continue to probably do really well on sale stuff. I think young people love D Book, and uh, I think the one thing you see a lot with younger kids especially is like wearing performance basketball shoes just out in the wild, you know? You saw it a ton with the Currys. Like young kids would be wearing Currys everywhere. Obviously they played in them, but they wore them a lot just out and about as well. And I don't know that it was part of Nike's plan or when designing it or not, but like I think you could see that a lot with the books. 'Cause I feel like young people like Devin Booker. Um, and so to put a shoe together that kind of fits both needs is a pretty cool start for them.
Yeah, I like them, and you can tell clearly that they take a lot of inspiration from maybe one of the best off-court wearable sneakers ever, the Air Force One. So I think they were right on the right path there with doing what they wanted to do and kind of blending that basketball and sneaker culture and everything all kind of into one uh, to make that shoe. And it's cool to finally see them officially released because we've been seeing every colorway under the sun, it seems like, for the last since the summer, whenever he kind of first started wearing them.
Right. I agree. I agree.
You have
Yeah,
anything else to add here in Kicks Corner?
no, that's about it. I think that was the big. You had some cool sneaker stuff this weekend. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, it was All Star Weekend last weekend. We didn't get to talk about it at all. Um, LeBron having the LeBron 21s that looked like
Oh, the
Dion's
Dion's.
shoes. That was sick. And then KD wearing the Galaxy KD 4s. So sick. Loved it.
Nice,
Loved
yeah.
both of
Two good
those.
moments. And then, oh, one more thing I was thinking about was they're coming out with the LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles, re-releasing
Oh,
those
really? I didn't even see that.
like next week or something. And along with it, they're coming out with, I don't know if you have seen recently, they've been releasing a couple here and there, LeBron 4 football cleats. And
Yep,
like
I
some of the
have
guys
seen
in the
that.
league have been wearing them. So they're releasing Fruity Pebbles, LeBron 4 football cleats that look really sweet too. How do you like those mashups of uh like cleats and stuff from other sneakers? Like obviously Jordan's been doing it for a while now with the baseball and the football stuff with like, they I think mostly what I see is 11's a lot, one's a lot. I think maybe they had like 12 baseball cleats at least maybe.
Yep.
They had 10s
Have
as well. They
they
had a
have
little bit of they've had everything kind of
yeah.
a
I
little
think
bit
it's
like
really
all
cool.
the
I think it's really cool. Yeah.
and then
I
now
like it
like
a
they also
lot.
had the Nike Dunk football cleats this year that a lot of the Nike football schools were wearing,
Yep.
college teams. Um,
I think it's a way to make specifically with those. like a way for people, I feel like more so to bring their own personal like potentially off field style to whatever field of play they're on. Because I think it used to be and as long as the tech matches up well, I think you'll continue to see it. But like for so long, it was such a separation of like off field versus on field footwear. Um, like some of them looked cool for sure, but they were very specifically for like performance wise, and there was some style built in. Where this is like a real
Hmm.
crossover of like people like to look good when they play, and in that way you get some good options with it, and some of the cool like throwback sneakers that you see everybody wearing every single day now you see on the fields as well, and it's a pretty cool mix up. I know I would have worn them like when I was in high school. If I could wear
Yeah,
like Jordan 1 baseball cleats or something, I definitely would have wore those. So,
for
um,
sure.
yeah, I like it.
Uh, Shout out to Dexter Fowler. He used to keep some of the best Jordan
Yeah.
PEs. He used to have some fire Jordan PEs.
I think
He played
that's
for
the
the
cool thing
Cardinals.
is like it used to be only people that were so you'd see like CC, Dexter Fowler, um, Jeter didn't really wear it because Jeter just wore the Jeters. But I think Gary Sheffield did. So you would like be like, oh, those are so sick. Those are so sick. And now like kids now are actually having a chance to wear stuff like that.
Yeah, they actually
Obviously
released
not as
them.
cool as the PEs, but yeah, you're getting a chance to actually wear 11s on the field or fives or 13. Like it's cool. It's definitely cool to
Yeah,
me.
I like it a lot, man. I love it. Got anything else to add here
No, no.
before we get into this draft? I guess so we can run through. Um, I wrote it down here. Uh, I don't know how you want to do it. If you want to do best jerseys in baseball history, and you can choose, a specific jersey, or if you just want to do best ones currently in the MLB.
Let's do best one currently because I did no
Okay.
prep for this. So doing
Okay.
best ones throughout history, I would have wanted to prep
And
for.
this is
So
including, alternates, City Connects, not just home and
right,
away.
right,
Whatever jerseys you would like to pick, you can
yep,
indeed pick.
okay.
And so I'll give you the option. Would you like to pick first, or would you like to pick second and get the second and third picks overall?
Um, I'll pick second.
Damn. I'm still trying to figure out what the best jersey is.
Me too. I don't want to be the one who has to go with pick the best jersey and then be hated on.
Exactly, bro. There's a couple in my head right now that I'm thinking of. And I gotta look up a list real quick just so I can refresh my brain a little bit, just so I can refresh it a bit. Because there's some really good regular home and away jerseys that I like a lot.
Right.
And the sad thing is like one of my favorites is like such a homer pick. And it's such a homer pick, and I know it's a homer pick, right? But like I still wanna select it. Oh my gosh, I just saw the jerseys though. I think I just saw the jerseys. These jerseys actually might be my favorite jerseys in the MLB currently. And that is the Philadelphia Phillies light blue jerseys.
Yeah, those are
I
fire.
love I love their color combination. Like I love the Cardinals light blue jerseys, but the
Yep.
Phillies with like the burgundy hit so
The
hard.
burgundy hit. The
Yeah.
burgundy hit.
Yeah. I just saw him pop up now. Yeah, I think because I'm a big light blue jersey fan. So like the Twins have a light
Yeah.
blue jersey, the Cardinals do.
Yeah.
And I was gonna just say Cardinals because I'm a homer. But I'll go Phillies just because that's not a homer pick, and those things are absolutely incredible. And the shoes that they came out with, the Dunks a couple years back, the Philly Dunks with
Fire.
that colorway, that was the by far the best one they came out with out of those baseball colorways. Not even close.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the number two pick. I'm gonna go a direction that you probably wouldn't expect. Actually,
Hmm.
or actually, for my first pick, I'm gonna stay loyal to the team. Since I get two in a row, I'm gonna stay loyal to the squad, and
Okay,
then I'm gonna
okay.
go with my second pick somewhere you
I
wouldn't
know
expect.
exactly what you're gonna pick.
So number one pick for me, I'm picking the cream Saturday alternate Cardinals jerseys with the St. Louis across the front. Those are absolute beauties. Um, I think they add the Cardinals have potentially one of the best uniform combinations all around in baseball. Um, and I think like their home whites and gray and their road grays are great, but when you throw that little bit of piping on the creams, I think it just adds a ton of character. So I'm going Cardinals cream jerseys as my number one pick. And my number two pick, I am going with the Kelly Green Oakland Athletics jerseys. Absolute beauties. They look so dang good. I love them so much. Yeah, give me the Oakland A's Kelly Greens as my number two pick.
That's the thing about the A's, man. Also, you got some like weird lighting going on right now. I don't know if you can see yourself.
Yeah, the sun's starting to. Let me
Yeah,
see if I can.
maybe
There we go.
slide over there.
Change the angle a bit.
Um, the A's, horrible franchise. Honestly, great
Great
uniforms all
jerseys.
around.
Yeah,
All around great
terrible,
uniforms.
terrible franchise. Great jerseys.
Hey, and their like new BP hats were sick too.
Yeah.
All right, so for my second pick, I'm gonna go with probably my favorite City Connect uniforms, and I'm gonna go with the Marlins unis.
Ah, damn. That kind of hurts me a little bit.
Another, I love light blue and red, I guess, because that's basically everything I'm alluding to right now.
That kind of hurts me a little bit because I was that was gonna be my next pick. I love those ones. Those are so good.
Yeah, those are nice,
Uh,
bro.
okay, so my next pick, I am gonna go with the black Baltimore Orioles jerseys. The black Baltimore
I'm
Orioles.
trying to remember what those look like, Loki.
Let me
Do
show
they
you.
have an Orioles script on them, or like what do they have on the chest?
Yeah, I believe it's Orioles script. Let me.
I'm looking them up now because I can't really remember. Oh yeah, Orioles script. Yeah, yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, especially when they wear it with the white. It looks good on the road too, but when they wear it at home, it's a thing of beauty
They have nice jerseys though too.
for sure.
Love that. I love their hats
Especially with the white panels. Oh,
with
those
the
are
white
good.
panel. The one with the white panel is one of my favorites.
Shout out shout out Calrican Jr., you know?
Exactly. I'll have to go with the unpopular pick here. Um, Unpopular pick here. I'm gonna go with for my third pick. For some reason, I always have liked these jerseys in this color combination. Uh, I'm gonna go with the Padres home white pinstripes. The
Those are
white with like
fire.
the brown pinstripes and the brown and
Yeah, those are
yellow.
fire. I
I
like those.
love that color combination, bro. Like I love their whole. I think all their jerseys are great. Besides their City Connect, I think is ugly as hell.
Fair. Fair.
And I love a couple years ago how they went back to the brown and yellow classic colorway. But dude, I love their just home white jerseys. That's probably one of my favorite home jerseys in the MLB.
This is my fourth pick, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So with my fourth pick, I am going with the Cherry Blossom City Connect
I knew you were gonna pick
Washington
those.
Nationals jersey.
Those are cold.
Beauties. Those are
Great
so sick.
jerseys.
This is their last year with them, I think. I'm pretty sure they're getting rid of them after this year. I saw.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's easily a fourth pick. That's a great pickup at number four for me.
That is a good pick. Huh. Trying to figure out where I should go. Where should I pivot to? I'm like thinking of, you know, I I like Seattle's home jerseys. I like those, but I don't know if they're a top five for me.
Yeah.
I like the I like the City Connects over in Arizona,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they're top five for me, you know. Um, I love the Rocky City Connect. I don't know if they're top five for me, man, but nothing's really hitting me like that. A jersey that I've always loved, um, that is definitely incredibly clean to me, and I love the way it looks on the I love the script, like the design on the front is just the Braves classic home as well.
Okay.
I've always liked just like the tomahawk kind of it's tomahawk's kind of underlining it, right?
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna go with those. I like also their City Connects though. So I was kind of in between the City Connects or the classic homes. Because the City Connects are fire. The A, but they're like the old Hank Aaron style jerseys.
Right.
I think if they were just the old, if they just had like, because we're doing currents, if they just had the old Hank Aaron style without like the A on there, if they were just the old Hank
Right.
Aaron style,
Right.
those for sure would be on my list, no questions
Right.
asked. But I don't like the City Connects as much as I like just if they were just throwbacks.
Fair. Fair. All right. So my last pick here. Full transparency, I'm not sure that they're wearing this jersey this year, but they did wear it last year, so I feel confident picking it. I'm going with the White Sox and their white jersey with the socks across the front,
Oh, I forgot about
the white,
those.
white, navy, and red. Yeah,
Damn.
that's what I'm going with.
Damn. Those are
Got the
actually cold. I forgot about those jerseys.
Yeah, the throwback ones. Yeah.
Dang. Those were nice. I was thinking about going White Sox for my last pick. Um, because I think all their jerseys are pretty good though. They got a good City Connect. I've always
What?
liked their Chicago script road jerseys, the
Yeah.
gray and like
Uh,
it's just an easy
th-
color scheme. It's kind of like the Raiders, bro. Everybody loves the
Yeah.
Raiders jerseys.
When you wear when they wear the black jersey with the pinstripe whites, it looks good. It looks good with the grays. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Their whole palette's great.
Whole palette's great. I need a Timmy A jersey or something. Is he not signed yet? I think he's a free agent.
Is he
Tim
really?
Anderson?
You saw Bellinger sign back with the Cubs?
Did he? I kept seeing that he was probably gonna land there. So I got one more pick or are we done? Let's see.
No, you got
I
one more.
picked
You got one more.
okay. I think for my last pick, I'm just gonna go with probably my second favorite City Connect jerseys, which maybe will ruffle some feathers. But I think I'm gonna go with the Rockies City Connect. But can I
Fire.
get that? Can I get that with the white pants, please?
Fire.
Because they do wear it with
Fire.
white pants a lot.
Okay. Fire.
I just like them because at first I was like, I just like seeing that different, like like I'm a big sucker for that shade of like greenish,
Yeah.
bluish. Like I've
Yeah.
always loved that color, like a teal, kind of like a darker teal,
Yeah.
and so I'm a sucker for that color. And then with like the purple accents, it's kind of fire, and
Yep.
it's just different, but like in a good way. And then I come to find out it's like modeled after their license plates,
Yep.
so I thought it was pretty cool. So that'd be my fifth pick. That'll round me out. All around, great draft, great episode of the pod. Um, I want to bring something up to you here before we leave. I think maybe I've been on my live streaming game lately, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe we start live streaming some of these for the people.
Let's do it.
See, we can either put it on maybe we can put it on my Twitch just to see first because it's not gonna get
Yeah.
many views. Then maybe
Let's
we can
do
move
it.
to Facebook or something and we can
Let's
figure it
do
out
it.
that way.
I think that sounds great.
But yeah, that's what I was thinking about because hey, if y'all stuck around here, man, I need y'all to do a couple things, right? I need y'all to go ahead and follow, like, subscribe to the pod, all that stuff. Get in the comments. Let us know what y'all want to talk about on here. Two, I need you to go to twitch.tv/KabiLow50. And I need you to give your boy a follow, right? Because I need to get to 100 followers. That's the goal
What you
on
got right
Twitch.
now?
I'm at 22. I'm at
Oh yeah.
22, which doesn't sound like much, right? But I just started streaming this week, right? And I got 22 followers in 4 streams. I got 22 followers. I get like 3 or 4 followers every stream. So if I can stay consistent, which I'm gonna try and do for y'all, I can hopefully get to 100, in a
Oh
month or two.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh.
And then also the last thing I need you to do, I'm asking for a lot here, and I know I'm asking for a lot, right? I know I am. I need y'all to go ahead and go on TikTok and search up Kabilo 50. And that goal on there, I need to get to 1,000 followers so that I can also live stream the games on TikTok. Because you can't live stream on TikTok until you get 1,000 followers. At least that's what I heard. So help your boy out. I just want to be great. I want
Just
something to do over here. I've been bored lately. I've been on my grind lately. Been having
trying
fun
to
with the
make moves.
streams. So,
Make moves.
like I said, I know I'm asking a lot, right? So if you don't do it, I understand it. I respect it. But I mean, if you got a Twitch account, it don't hurt nothing to follow. If you don't got a Twitch account, go ahead and make one. It take 2 minutes. I made one for Riley the other night and gave myself a follow. Is that shameless?
No.
Maybe.
That's the truth right there.
I mean, I made her an account, man. I gave her the password and stuff. If she want to get on there and watch, she can support the stream. But that's all I'm asking for y'all boys. Caleb, you got any asks? You got any big asks like me or no?
Nah, man, I don't have any ass. I would echo everything you said. I would love for the people to go support you.
I don't think you even follow me on Twitch. Maybe you need to make an account.
I watched you the other day. Did I not follow you?
Oh, maybe you do have an account. I just don't know. Maybe you were like
I,
already followed me because I think I had like 3 or 4 followers
I
before I
was
even
I was
started.
watching you. I was watching you the other day while I was at work.
Hell yeah, I love that support, bro.
Hell yeah.
See, you can't keep lurking though. You gotta put something in the chat so I know you're there. You know what I'm saying? Bless you.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, I'll throw myself in the chat next time. Don't worry.
Yeah, go ahead and throw W's in the chat, all that stuff. Last thing I would ask for y'all, one more thing, if y'all can just wait here and just hear this. Go out, be kind to each other. Do something for somebody today. Uh, put a smile on someone's face today. That's the last thing I'll ask of the
Hell yeah.
viewers. But
Let's
other than
help them
that,
out.
nothing else. Those are my asks. Those are my desires. And let's get it done. Let's have a great Sunday. And hope y'all are all happy, healthy, and safe wherever you're listening to this. And we out of here.
See ya.
Peace.